Hello, 7th graders. We are going to be reviewing Unit 2, after which you'll take the Unit 2 test, and that will be your final assignment for Quarter 2 in math. Most of your classes don't have any assignments Thursday and Friday, so use that time to get caught up on anything you're missing. Please let one of us know if you have questions or concerns, and we can do our best to help you. Let's get started. All right, so using addition, write an equation for the diagrams below. So we start at 0, so -2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2 plus 5 is a +3. Same down here. So this is at 0 and at 3 and then at 6. They are a little off. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. During a football game, Kevin gained 5 yards on the first play. Then he lost 7 on the second. How many does he need to get the team back to where they were when they started? So 5 minus or plus a -7 equals a -2. And so in order to get back to 0, he needs 2 yards. Solve for the following. So -5 plus 3 is going to give us a -2. -6 plus -2 is -8. And 7 plus -8 is -1. Which integer has the greater absolute value? Remember, absolute value is whichever is the larger number regardless of the sign, positive or negative. So 2, 9, 6, and 11. Find the differences. So -2 minus -5 is -2 plus 5, which equals 3. 11 minus a -8 is 11 plus 8, which is 19. -10 minus a -4 is -10 plus 4, which gives us -6. -19 minus 12, so plus -12, gives us a -31, but using absolute value, it's 31. 10 minus a -43 is 53, still 53 after absolute value. -1 minus a -16, so plus 16 is 15, and I forgot the answer there, but that should also be 15. -6 plus 5 1/4. And I still never fixed this answer, you guys. I'm so sorry. This is -3/4. I'm actually going to fix that right now so that you aren't staring at it this whole time. So just a second. -3/4. All right. Okay, 7 minus -0.9 is 7 plus 0.9. And I didn't fix it on the next slide, but just don't look at that half answer. Is 7.9, and half minus -3. Good gravy, y'all. So it's going to be half plus 3, so it's 3 1/2. And I will also fix this once again. All right. All right. So next, rewriting each as a sum. So -9 plus, maybe I should just do my lesson this way. -9 plus a -5/8, and 8 and 11/12 is 8 plus 11/12. So remember, a negative and a positive integer is always going to be a negative. If it's 2 negatives, it's going to be positive. If it's 3, 5, and the odd number of negatives, it's a negative number. And that's what that says down there also. So -56 divided by -7 is going to give us a +8. 40 divided by -4 is going to give us a -10. 4 divided by -8 is a -1/2. Use place value to convert each to decimal to fraction, then rewrite each fraction in simplest form. 218 over 1,000 is equal to 109 over 500. 16 hundredths is 4/25. 2 and 72 100ths is 2 and 18/25. And 5 10,000ths, is going to be 1 over 2,000. Next, went one too far. Convert 3/16 into decimal using long division. So 3 divided by 16 is 0.1875. So it doesn't go into 0. You add a 0 and so on and so forth, and you can read through that if you need to check. -350 times 2 is -$7. In 1 year, Melinda's parents spent $2,640.90 on cable and internet, they spend that much each month. What is the resulting monthly charge? $220.08 is the monthly charge, but the change is negative $220.08. Looking at those different operations. So here, multiplicative inverse was switching them to multiply. Here's division, not multiplication. Commutative multiplication is making the numbers easier. So 1 times a negative 2. Or sorry, negative 2 times 3 halves, because the 2's cancel out, so we just have a negative 3. Associative property is what's right next to each other. Then down here again we have commutative multiplication. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9, times negative 8 gives us a 72. The cost of babysitting service on a cruise is 10 for the first hour, 12 for each additional. If the total cost for a baby was $58, how many hours was he at the sitter? So our algebraic equation is 12h plus 10 equals 58. We subtract 10 on each side, then divide by 12. We get 4 additional hours. So he was at the babysitter for a total of 5. And we can check that here. 10 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 equals 58. Evaluate the following where y equals 1. So first we replace it. So 5 times 3 minus 4 times 1. So we first do that. Next we have 3 minus 4 is negative 1. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And then the same situation over here until you get negative 5. A family of 12 went to the local Italian restaurant for dinner. Every family member ordered a drink and meal. 3 ordered an appetizer, and 6 people ordered cake for dessert. So we have 12 times D for drinks, 12 times M for meals, 3A for appetizers, and 6C for cake. And the waitress wrote it this way. If we would distribute that 3, it would be the same equation. Okay. Determine the new balance. This is when we looked at investments. So 801.02 minus 199.99 is 601.03 minus 75 plus 200 minus 285 plus 150, and then minus 65.48 again is the final total of 525.55. Solve the equation. So we subtract 4 on both sides. Our new equation is 5x equals 15, or divide by 5, and we get x equals 3. The youth group is going on a trip to an amusement park in another part of the state. It's $150, which includes $85 for the hotel, and then 2 one-day combination entrance and meal passes. So 85 plus 2p equals 150. Now we solve that. 85 subtract down both sides gives us 2p equals 65. Divided by 2 is 32.50 for each pass. All right, I know I went through that quickly, but that was so that we could get it done and you can spend more time on your test. Please review anything that you are still confused on or still have questions on. Otherwise, let me know if you have questions before the test or if there is a problem. Use Thursday, Friday as catch-up days on missing work, and have a great break.